have a video on how I use the Anastasia Contour Kit. A lot of you guys requested to actually see me using it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I use it. On my face, I already have my foundation and powder. And I also applied some Rockateur blush to my cheeks. So that's already on there as well. So one of the brushes that I like to use are this crown brush, this flat. It's supposed to be a pointed foundation brush, but I use it for underneath the eye by Real Techniques. And the Inglot 4SS. So one of these three brushes I really like for setting my under eye concealer. I'm going to go ahead and use the crown brush one. And I really like using the two shades Banana and, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Vanilla. Banana and Vanilla, and I just kind of just tap into both of these, and then I go ahead and just press underneath my eye. Usually I close it. It's kind of weird to do it without. So, and that's the way I go ahead and set it. If you wanted to, you could just use one shade or you could use both. Let me go ahead and use another brush. This is the Inglot one. So if I wanted to, I could just use Banana. So that is Banana by itself. As you can see, it gives a lot more highlighting just by itself. This one comes off a little bit more natural when I mix it in with the Vanilla. So it just depends on your preference, which way you would rather go about it. Let me go ahead and put a little bit of Vanilla on top of that, and then you'll see that this is like way even more highlighting. So that's like some serious brightness underneath the eye. I go ahead and kind of just do both at the same time, and it gives me more of a highlighted look but more of a natural look at the same time. So I guess that would kind of depend on your preference, if you want it to be that bright or if you want it to look a little bit more natural. Next, what I'm going to do is go ahead and contour. With contouring, I usually stick to these two shades over here. This one is called Java and this one's called Fawn. Havana is one that I kind of use more for bronzing, to bronze up the face. And what I mean by bronzing is just add a little bit more of warmth to the face. So I'll just tap my brush in there and just kind of dust around my face and kind of just give it a little bit of, oh god, my hair is all in the place. A little bit of warmth. So I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it just adds a little bit more of warmth to the face without looking like I have something on there. So I just kind of dust it around if I want that kind of more bronzy, beachy kind of look. For these two, I go ahead and mainly use this one just because it's more of a neutral undertone. This one's more of a rosy. Sometimes I go ahead and mix them both because I want to use up this one as well. But I have to say I really like this one. It's more pigmented than my Hoola bronzer, and it just gives a really nice contour. So one of the brushes that I've really been loving is the brand new Real Techniques sculpting brush. This brush is freaking awesome, and it's super affordable, and it looks like it's really wide for contouring, but it actually is really good because it's dense, but it's wide enough to also blend it out so it doesn't look that harsh. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dip my brush in here, tap it off, and just put that underneath my blush and in that hollow of the cheek to give a contour. So there's the contour right there, and you can apply this lightly or heavy depending on if you want to look more natural or if you want a heavy contour. So there you can see the difference. Other brushes that I like for contouring is the MAC 109. I also like, I think that's it, right? Oh, I also like the Sonia Kashuk, but this was a limited edition one, so I kind of try not to mention that one because you can't really get your hands on it. So next, what I'm going to do is some highlighting. I really like the Eco's Tool fan brush for this. It's the only one that I really use, and I'm going to go into the shade Sand, which is the shimmery shade here, and I'm just going to put this on the top of where my blush starts, and I just kind of just swoop in there softly and hopefully you guys are going to be able to see that highlight. So this is nothing, and this is with highlighting and the contour as well. So you could also highlight your cupid's bow just a little bit. Some people like to go down their nose depending on their shape of their nose, and their forehead and their chin. So it depends which areas you want to highlight on your face, but you could definitely use it just lightly to give that extra glow to those areas without overdoing it. Some people go full on out like the whole Kim Kardashian and makeup bada boom, but obviously, you know, on the daily basis most people don't go out like that. So I feel like I try to settle it down a lot. I'm not gonna go to work with like full-on cake face. So this is kind of the way I use it, and like I said, I really like this. I'm gonna try to link down below if I remember my review on this. Absolutely love this, and hopefully this actually helped you guys. Also for contouring, you could also go down and this, I would use like a smaller brush like the MAC 109 down the sides of your nose to kind of slim it down. You can go around your forehead and down your neck to kind of give that appearance of a slimmer neck and also a thinner face as well. So I'm sorry I'm looking in the viewfinder. It's just easier for me to kind of do my makeup that way because I don't have a mirror or anything behind me. So those are different ways that you could use this. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful for you guys, and that way you guys can kind of see how I use it and also like really distinguish the difference between with or without. So, and just kind of adds like a little bit of extra oomph to the face, I feel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and until next time, bye guys.